What's up, everybody? Coach McCray here. Just want, as you can probably seen on Twitter, I've been sending out little video clips and videos of O-line work, drill works I've done in the past. I'm gonna start doing some D-line stuff, but also I wanted to start doing some different offensive coordinating stuff I've done over the past. It's been very successful for me. Again, I'm an open book. I'm an open source kind of guy. I just want to share out information. I'm not trying to say I'm better than anybody. I just want to help coaches just like myself become better. I go to clinics all the time to become better, and so it's just the way I think football needs to be done instead of just always keeping your information to yourself. Okay, so what I'm going to show you today is 4x1 set I've used a lot in formation. I've been using it for about 8 or 9 years now. In the spread offense, I call it the Marauder set. Originally, I did not make it up. I got this from another coach in Massachusetts. We ran it at one time at Catholic Memorial. I really liked it, so I kind of just developed it a little bit with some of the stuff that I've done that I do offensively, and it actually ended up working out very well for us and giving us a good opportunity to win. So just want to share this information out as much as possible and get as well. So, just a little bit about myself. Been coaching about 20 plus years, O-line, D-line specifically, and been a basketball coach for about 10 years. I was a 10-year O-line OC at Catholic Memorial, and then I moved on and I got a job as the HC of Belmont High School and for 3 years. And in those 3 years, we ended up winning a league title my last year, the first time in 59 years. Then I ended up moving down to North Carolina to be closer to my family in Charlotte, and I became the O-line OC over at Hopewell High School for 1 year, and currently now I'm the O-line run coordinator at Culberson High School. I've been teaching math, personally teach math. I've been teaching for 10 years and then 15 years in the public educational system in Boston Public Schools. Do a little bit of private coaching, O-line, D-line. I might try to do some of that as well when we get down here as I move forward in North Carolina. But again, just here to just coach and do the best I can. My coach philosophy is pretty simple. I just want to give a positive experience to the student athletes I coach. I think it's important for kids. I mean, again, what do kids remember is their high school career. They don't remember their college career. They remember their high school career. And you just need to be a positive influence of that. And that's what I focus myself on. So every day I come into the job, I want to make sure that they know what they need to do. I put them in a good position, and I just make it fun and pleasant. So, as an OC, things I like to do is I'm a Georgia Jet system sweep system guy. I love that stuff. And like I said, I'd love to use jet sweep motion about 30% of the time. I like to be +1 on plays. That's why I like to use the jet sweep motion stuff. And I like to make the defense shift and spin and put them in different places. I like to use it in spread because, everybody's in certain spaces, and if you have good athletes and things like that, you can win out by being in just in little spaces. Okay. Now, the other thing with this is that I always like to be flexible within my formations. I should be able to run all my run plays in that formation. If I can't, then that's not my formation I want to be in. So again, I think about more in terms of for kids, I want to make it simplistic, but I want the different formations to make it hard for the defense to adjust and to put us in good positions most of the time. All right. So again, this 4x1 set, you're probably going to see it in college ball. I've seen Georgia run it a couple times in their 2-point conversions. I've seen the NFL run it a couple times and things like that. But like I said, I've been running it for a long time. I'm not saying I invented the whole thing, but like I said, it's just something I've done over the past and just want to share the information. So again, why do I do this is a question, because again, I was coaching at Belmont High School and places we didn't have the greatest athletes. We didn't have the best team. We didn't have 1,000 coaches. We had 5 coaches on the staff, and so we had to do things that put us in good position to give us opportunity to win the game. So this formation was great for us because I found that it really unbalances the defensive look, and you can use it at any coverage. Okay. You can use it in man zone. It doesn't matter because again, you're just really overloading one side, and you're putting a lot of pressure and stress on that single receiver side. So again, Couple other things too is like if you do a lot of film study, you see some of these DCs that love to have six in the box and they like to play six in the box all the time because high school football we like to run. Most of the teams are gonna 80% of the time are gonna run it. So again, this kind of formation, this set has to make them take a person out. A couple of things I see down in here in North Carolina is a lot of teams like to play too high. So to go against this set, it's going to be very difficult to play too high because somebody's have to come down. You're not going to be able to and you're not going to be able to match what is on the right side based on those too high because of the attack this 4x1 on one side. Okay. A couple other things. It's easy, a good thing for the quarterback. It's very easy for them to ID coverage. Okay, is this man or zone? By looking at the single receiver side, you can tell exactly what's going on. Okay, if there's one guy out there and there's one guy or outside linebacker, you know you got zone. If it's one guy out there, you got man coverage. So it's very simple for them to ID and to know exactly where they need to throw it to or where they can go. Okay. One thing I do like to do is I always like to use this against stronger teams because again, I want to get those small advantages. Okay. So again, I sometimes, like against a decent team or a team that's not very strong, I wouldn't use this set, but with stronger teams where I have strong, small advantages. So like I have a really good receiver. I want to be able to use this offense or this formation. I have one shifty back, small, doesn't size. I may want to use this offense. Now, again, one other thing is like you have the elite front seven or D line, and I have an average O line. This is a great set to use because again, you can really make them have to run, make them ineffective, and they got to get slower, and they start to because you have jet coming this way, you have things coming the back, so it really kind of throws them off as well. Where I use this set is basically in goal line situations, need a first down, like the tush push, you need a first down. I guarantee I'll probably get this first down with just using this set. I like to use it as a second half changeup if I need something to change up the pace, change up the speed, or just to, maybe hopefully get a quick touchdown. I would use this, and then I always say use it as a wildcat formation as well. Unfortunately, I had a running quarterback when I was using this, so I used it. The running quarterback was able to do both. If you have someone like that, this is a great offense, a great set for them as well. Okay, so formations and some of the block plays and blocking. So again, I've used that as said some jet sweep, counter runs. I've used some screens, but I'll show you on the video. I've used the draw, zone, power read, single wide receiver routes. I mean, that's pretty obvious, and a five-step drop back and one trick play. So there's thousand other things you can do out of this, and there's a thousand other things you can do with the formation as well to make it different. But like I said, this is a lot of stuff that I've used in the past that you need to do. Okay, so here's the formation itself. So again, like I said, I have the outside receiver, the X, he's going to be off the ball. That H back is going to be that tight end athletic lineman that you could use. Okay, that Z is going to be that quick back, small quick back, shifty guy that you have. And the violet purple one is the running back because he's going to be the guy I like to send in jet motion sometimes, or he's going to be the guy that's going to motion back into the backfield or just motion over. I like to use that. And then obviously my big, tall, strong receiver is going to be my Y on that single side. Again, it doesn't have to be super fast, just a guy that they have to pay attention to that's going to really put a bind on. If you throw a jump ball to him or a slant or something like that, he know he's going to be able to catch it and make some hay with it. Okay, here's some of the plays I've ran out of this. Again, this is one of the bigger plays you're going to see a lot of is the bubble. Okay, I ran bubble all the time out of the set because it just really puts us in a good situation. Okay, because if you play balanced, you're going to be outflanked on the full receiver side. What I usually do is I'll have the H back and the Z. They'll double that destroy backer to that safety. Then you have that outside corner, outside number one receiver is going to block that corner, and then the back or the Z or the shifty guy is going to run that bubble and he's going to throw that ball out there and he's going to hit that alley as fast as he can and do it the best he can. Okay. Use very good play. And again, great for no huddle teams if you're a no huddle team. Okay. And then the question mark on the side is the option play. So if they overload that bubble, throw it to that one by one single series side, and you can have some signals with that, and everybody knows how to do that. Do that going forward. All right. Another way I ran it, again, I run this way because again, sometimes they're going to try to take away that bubble. What they do is they'll put that a linebacker between the H and the offense number A, the offensive tackle, and they'll run down that bubble. So what I decided to do was I did a spot screen to the number one receiver. So still had that same double team of the H and that outside bunch guy into that safety. Now I wrap that Z around, and he's going to ear hold that corner as he comes up because the H is going to be back. And then we throw the quick spot screen out there, and we're going to get moving as fast best we can. Only thing I would tell you is make sure that H is going to be a little bit tighter inside. Don't let him go to the hash. That's a little too wide. Tighten him down a little bit. So again, it gives you more space. Because the most thing is you want to create an alley so he can run up and through and get as much as he can. Okay. Now, like I said, if there's a situation where they try to take that away and they put that outside linebacker between the O tackle and the H, and so they try to jump it, then what you do is you take that Z and he would block right now. He would block that linebacker, and then you just switch responsibilities. You put that outside guy right on the corner on the ear hole, and then you have that H, which is probably going to be your best blocker. He's just going to reach that guy and get to the outside shoulder and just get him out, and then you just throw that spot screen out there. So it's just another variation of it if you do have those issues with that guy chasing it down, which I've had before. Okay. Now, run game wise, again, most important plays is my jet sweep. Okay, so again, I liked it from the four receiver side to the one receiver side. And what I did was I did 3-2-1. So that just means that any of those three guys are off the ball so they can come in motion and take that jet sweep. Okay. Shout out to Thad Wells and Ruski, his Ruski program gave me an opportunity to make this out and give these things and put them on wristbands. It was great last year, made it so much easier for these kids to understand this stuff, and I was able to show them exactly what they need to do. Okay. Okay, you can run power read out of this. 3-2-1 again. Any of those guys can come in motion. I didn't pull the backside guard because I didn't think you needed to. You just have to basically, you can if you want to, because there's no way they can spin down because if you have two high safeties on this, you're outflanked anyways. I'm going to throw a bubble to the right-hand side or spot screen. If you have one high safety, he can't fly down unless because the way this shaped out is that the you just can't fly down like you want to. So again, just like I said, I would just read that end. The end usually goes flying, and I just hit it up right in there. You can pull the guard if you need to, but I didn't have to do that. I didn't want any seepage from the backside. Okay. A couple other things I did on this. I started to actually fool around with this even more because, again, what was happening was between the O tackle and the H, they started to take the defensive end and they started widening him out even farther. So he was unblockable and he would just come and try to steal the bubble. So what I did at that point was I send the jet over and I send the counter back. Okay, so again, it just opens the hole up even more. And but I had a wildcat, but I also had the quarterback do it. It's really good because again, you're going to get a lot of times is if he's so wide that you get the kick, and then you have a huge hole going up the field here as you're going forward. I've also done it with the zone as well. So send the guy in motion, and then you send the zone inside, and you read that. You don't even read the defensive end. You just hit it up and get as much as you can. Again, I don't have a lot of the zone stuff, but I do have some of the counter stuff. We didn't run it very great at Belmont like we wanted to, but like I said, it's really good stuff to see, and you can play around with it as you go forward. All right. Drop back wise, we have a five-step drop out of this. I forgot we call it Purdue Boilermakers back in the day. It's just basically a fake off the spot screen. So X is going to come back on that spot screen. Z is going to run like kind of like a short wheel, like to the outside, and he's going to run a go. So he's going to go to the inside shoulder of the corner, and he's going to just take off, and he's going to try to go to the sideline, create space between the safety and between the safety. And then what will happen is that guy that's on the line, the H, who's now would be an eligible player, would run a drag across underneath the safety's face. Okay. I would You can play around with the inside route here. I would run a hitch because I want to take that linebacker that's going to be right on top, and he might destroy that drag as it comes across. I like to run that hitch because then he's automatically gonna try to jump in front of that, which you'll see in the tape. Now the single choice guy, again, I usually have rules for that. I don't run him to run a slant because he's gonna mess up the drag, either a go or a hitch. And because you're kind of like out of the play at that point, okay? Or you can run it even just a quick stop route as you go forward, okay? All right. Lastly, is obviously the trick play out of this. Post from the opposite side, fake the bubble. The bubble guy is going to come back with the ball in his hands. He's going to run towards the quarterback. The quarterback's going to run a wheel, and we throw back to the quarterback. It's a great play. It's definitely going to be open because, again, it's very hard to cover that quarterback who's got him technically. Okay, so but the only thing you remember is take that outside back outside wide receiver, and he should go right at the safety and kind of cut him off. You'll see that in tape as well. All right, so let me show you a little bit of video of this stuff so you can see how this a lot of this stuff is drawn out, and then we can kind of go from there. All right, so here going quick. Here's the screen. So we're getting it out of there. Everybody's blocking guys, picking them up, getting 15 yards. Again, we're not super fast on our team, but we're just moving the ball as whatever we can. Okay, so here in this one is the bubble here. So this guy is actually what we end up doing is getting him a little farther out. Okay, and then he's getting upfield and getting as much as he can, and everybody's just blocking as best we can going forward. Okay, think this is a screen again. This time, okay, our guy's getting the ball here. He ends up falling down like a and really messing it up. But that's sometimes that happens. Okay. Screen again. Okay. They didn't overplay it. So we're just gonna take it and get as much as we can and keep working with it. Now in here, what we did was so again, this is a quick spot screen here, but as you can see, let me back this up real quick. This is important to see. Okay, I varied the formation here. Okay, so again, what we did was I took the running back and I moved him onto the right-hand side to make like an empty set, and I kept the two kind of like the half of the bunch, one third of the two-thirds of the bunch, and then the outside receiver. So what would happen was we make that safety play in the middle of the field because he's got to play balance now. Because again, you got 2 by 2, and you want to have a high guy up there, and they like to have six in the box. So you're going to end up with 3/2 on that side, and so now you have your spot screen as you go. So I throw the spot screen here. Everybody goes out and blocks. Again, we're not the greatest blocking team. We did the best we could what we had. We just want to put our kids in a good position. So here, what we have here is we're going to run the jet, and then we're going to have counter coming back. We didn't block it very well, and so the guys kind of got all in the way and stuff. But like I said, it works out. Here's a spot screen again out of the empty set. Wish this bunch guy would go directly now, but he sits there and waits. Still makes a good play out of it. Again, great first down plays to keep your drive going. Now, once they start to overplay it, let me back this up. So they start to overplay it. And so you have one, two, three, four, five on the right-hand side, and you have one receiver on the other side. So we started just going right to a single side, just a quick pass, quick spot screen to him. Throw it to him. We got one-on-one and a first down. We're not the fastest team. We're just doing the best we can. Okay. Same thing here. We just throw a spot screen here because they have 2 by 2. The safety shaded here. They have everybody shaded to the left, so we just throw a quick spot screen to the left. Block, get as much as you can. Again, once again, they're starting to shade everybody over to that 2, 3 receiver side. So now we throw a jailbreak screen to the right. Obviously, the as you can see, the corner here. I mean, on go wrong. I got mad at him here. Sorry, man. So as you can see, the slot receiver was a little bit too wide, and so the tackle couldn't get out like we wanted to. Here's some of the run plays out of this set. Again, jet right here. I think. No, this is trap. Sorry, this is trap. So again, we didn't like the look here, so we decided to call trap inside as they're gonna shift everybody to that four receiver side, leave one backer in the middle. So and again, this was a great defensive line, so we just ran a quick trap with the quarterback. I mean, nice hold there by Jake, but that's okay. Okay. I think this is power read here. This is the power read. So we have the power read. No, this is counter. Okay. Pretty good play. Again, not the greatest. And then here we just ran a quick zone here. So we faked it. Everybody's on the outside. We just ran zone. Okay. So as you can see on this one, on that one, watch the linebackers here. Everybody's just running to the right. Gone. Everybody's to the right. So we just a quick again, quick duo if you wanted to. Okay. If you had a good running back, that'd be a great play. Here is power read out of this. Okay. Again, like I said, you don't have to pull the tackle. I mean the guard if you want to, you can. Okay, but I didn't have to. I didn't have to on that. I don't remember if I did or not, but like I said, yep, I pulled the tackle. And again, good play right there out of that. You can hand it off or you don't have to. Again, I was just mostly just keeping it on that. Okay, pass plays out of this. Here we go. Here's that play I just talked about, the fake and then the throw. Okay, so again, good job by Ben here. Ben Williams, one of the great job here, faking it. And then he does throw, and then like I said, look at the safety here, has to make a choice of who he's going to help with. So you end up with one-on-one coverage on both sides. Okay, now here's that route that I talked about with the drag across. Watch the single side receiver here. He's going to run a quick hitch. You got man coverage across the board. Safety makes a choice to come down on that hitch, and bang, there he is. Okay, and here is that trick play as we go forward here. Trick play, come back. There's safety, and then guys got too excited and we couldn't get it. Okay, a couple other plays here. Sorry, here is not the greatest here, but I'm getting better. First time ever doing this. So again, here's a quick draw. This will be a championship game for us. Okay, let me back this up real quick. Okay, they really overplayed everything, so we just went a quick draw to get a 3rd and 8 and got the first down. We end up winning the league championship right on this. Goal line wise, again, you can run quick sneak out of this. Right here, we just said quarterback, just take whatever you can get and get in the end zone. Don't even fool around with it. So here they're blitzing. So he just tries to take it and get as much as he can. Try to get in the end zone. All right. All right. So again, that's it, guys. Again, wanted to show you what I have. If you have any questions, concerns, or anything, that's my information. You can hit me up on IG, Twitter, or whatever. And like I said, definitely love to help and just share information as much as I can. There's gonna be more to come. I do have some other things that I've done in the past that definitely will help some guys as they go forward to help them win some games and win some championships. Thank you again.